dyed my hair pink. Am I too old for this? I was going to film something pretty interesting for you this morning, but I have got nothing. I was also going to work out just now, came into work specifically very early and booked extra childcare so I could get good workout in. I have like a really small window of when my mind and my body will actually connect together and I will actually be able to function 9:30 to 1 o'clock. Anything before then? Anything after then? So I decided to film an intro to the workout that I put together last week. This workout is for full body, but putting emphasis on legs, glutes and shoulders. I'll take you through all the exercises that you need to do. Any equipment that I use that is not from the gym, I will link in the description box below. And don't forget to subscribe. Enjoy the workout. Kicking off the session with squats. Thing is, I tend to be really quad dominant, which means I rely on my quads more than I do my glutes and hamstrings when I squat. So the band really helps me utilize my glutes. Also, by working with extra light weights for myself, it means that I can concentrate on really focusing my mind to the muscle and squeezing through my glutes. Moving straight into single leg dumbbell deadlifts. Now, this is for my hamstrings and balance alone. My balance, which is terrible, so I am choosing just to touch down on the squat rack just to help my stability. Remember, this is a hip hinge movement, guys, so you want to try and make sure that you're hinging from the hips, keeping your back straight, chest up, and your knee soft. Rest 1 minute and then start again for a total of 3 working sets. Next round of exercises is a tricep, starting off with your Bulgarian split squats. I choose to hold goblet hold because it helps me with my balance and it means I can really drive my weight into my front heel and therefore activate my glutes as much as possible. Keep your chest up, shoulders back and down, and your stance long. Push that back leg right to the back of the bench. Straight into your landmine press. Now, you're going to stand with your glutes tight so you don't borrow movement into your lower back. Keep your shoulders pinched in, chest up, and drive the weight up, but keep your shoulders back and down. Shoulders pinched in. I meant to say your elbows. Down to the floor into a box position, band just above your knees, and kick back against the band. This is a glute isolation exercise, so be sure not to kick up so high that you're boring movement into your lower back. Keep your arms straight, no bent elbows here. Arms straight, abs locked. Once you've completed all 3 exercises back to back, take a minute rest and start again, and you're doing a total of 3 working sets. Next superset is glute dominant. Well, it's just glute specific. It's just all about your peaches, yeah? We're using the band again, so you've got extra resistance to push out against. This is pretty much the only exercise I can think of where I'm actively telling my clients to curl your tailbone up and under before squeezing your glutes hard against the weight, pushing out against the band. Be sure to keep it slow and concentrated. Focus your mind onto your muscle, think about your glutes, and squeezing and pausing at the top. You should feel a deep glute burn in your glutes alone. Straight into glute dominant back extensions. Now, predominantly people use a back extension machine to hyperextend into their back, and I can't bear watching it. This is a fabulous machine to use for glute and hamstring activation. You want to think about like a deadlift hip hinge movement, But here, you're going to actually round through your shoulders at the top and you're going to pull back into the machine, squeezing your glutes to bring yourself up. Play around with your foot position. I tend to keep my toes pointed slightly out, but this is fantastic to keep your legs dead straight as well. Once you can't use a plate or resistance anymore, drop the plate and finish off your reps. Take a minute rest and then start again for another 3 sets. Your buns ought to be killing you by now. If they're not, you're not doing something right. So far, glutes have taken up most of the session, so we're going to move on to shoulders, starting with Arnold presses. I'm actually not all that keen on my form in this picture here, this video rather. Should be pulling my elbows out slightly wider before pressing up above my head, but you know what, this is real life and sometimes we get tired. This is a superset, so you're going to take this straight into round the worlds. I love this exercise. Keep your palms out, and all you're going to do is start with the weights from in front of your body, take them up and around to the top of your head, keep your shoulder blades back and down, so you're trying to utilise your delts alone, not your upper back. After you rested a minute, as the same for everything else, you're going to repeat this another 2 times. Keeping it shoulder specific, we then move on to our last superset, starting with the cable press. You're going to stand with your glutes tight, so you're not borrowing movement from your lower back, and you're going to push the bar directly above your head, staying in control of the weight on the eccentric or the downward phase. This exercise puts all the emphasis on your front delts, so we're going to counteract that with doing this next movement of a cable squat to high pull, which is going to put more emphasis on the rear delts. We're keeping a squat in, not because we're really working our legs or anything, but it's just to keep the heart rate up and high. Pull those hands right above your head and pull apart. Same again, 3 rounds of 12. That is me fully cooked. I'm done. So I'm out of here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you enjoy the workout. Let me know by leaving me a comment below. Thanks for watching.